Hello, welcome back to How Fred Does It. It's been quite a while since I posted anything. Had a number of uh, things going on. It just kind of kept me from making videos. But today we're back up here at the lake. We're sitting under the cover and a little bit overcast day, about 70 degrees, nice and cool and cloudy, which is okay. Solar's still working pretty good. It's putting out about 13.7 volts right now, even cloudy. So pretty happy with that. And we're going to focus today on replacing, well, not really replacing, but moving my 2 meter and 440 dual band antenna. We're going to take that off of my homemade tip up antenna mount. We're going to put up a 33-foot telescoping antenna that I can hang my end-fed HF antenna off of, and when I'm up here, and see how that goes. I used to hang it in a tree, but I got my pulley system and ropes all wrapped up in the tree, and after a storm, and I can't get them out. So we're going to go ahead and put up a telescoping pole, which was the plan probably for a couple, 3 years. We'll show you my temporary setup that I had put together for my dual band antenna at the time. That was supposed to be, for a few weeks and turned into 3 years. So, but we're going to pull all that down and put up this new telescoping pole in its place, and hopefully everything will work out to plan. All right, so here's what we got. We've got a 4x6 mounted in the ground in concrete. I had the boat leaned up against it, and what I've got is a 2x6 bolted to it. At the bottom, I've got a little pivot bolt in there, and you can see it's concreted into the ground. And basically, I've got 2 bolts up here that go through the 2x6 and the 4x6, and when I pull those out, then I can lean the antenna down. You can see the antenna up there. I've got a new thumb control here. It's for the older model, but it allows it to move much quicker, much more controllable. So what we'll be doing is we'll go ahead and I'll just show you here. We've got I had some 2-inch EMT that I had a vertical HF antenna on a number of years ago, and that got bent in a windstorm. It was up about 30 feet. So I pulled that down and just threw this up in its place, and so luckily the telescoping unit that I have now will use the same brackets. So I'll just pull those brackets off, tip this over, well, I'll tip this over, and then pull those brackets off and take this antenna loose, and we'll mount the new telescoping antenna in its place and get her wired up. wasn't there before. So here we've got her laid over, and usually what I do is bring out the wheelbarrow and just lay it across the wheelbarrow there for doing different maintenance. It's not very heavy at all. This is pretty light compared to when I had that vertical HF on almost 30 foot of 2-inch EMT. So this is pretty simple. It holds up well to the wind. I had guy wires on the base of the antenna there to help support it. I'm going to mount it here on the right by those center posts there on the roof. Well, the pole will be on the ground, but I'll just attach it to the eave, and hopefully it'll be 3-4 feet above the metal roof, so hopefully the metal roof won't have too much impact. But I'm going to go ahead and take this antenna loose, and I think I'm going to probably put the post, the tilt back up and install the telescoping antenna in place. It's a little heavy, so I think if I put some blocks on the ground and then I can just stand it up and then screw it back in place, that'll probably be a whole lot easier than trying to hold it on a horizontal. So here we go. Okay, should be high enough and I can still get in the bottom clamp. So one of the additional things I'm going to do, being as this is an all steel telescoping pole, I don't know how much impact it would have, but I'm going to mount the, I think what I'm going to attempt to do is put the end fed at the top. I can go either way, whether I put the end fed on the ground or put it up here, but I think I'm going to put the end fed up here and run the wire whichever direction I want to run the wire. That way I can go, you know, like 270 degrees. Obviously with the RV and where it's at, it's going to be pretty tough to go that direction, but I can go any other direction and make a sloper. So what I'm going to do is just drill a couple holes here, and I've got a about a 3-foot broom handle that I'm going to go ahead and mount in there, and that's what I will use to tie up the end of my end fed, you know, the box, so the matching box. So that way we've got a good 2.5 feet separation away from the steel. I don't know, just seems to make sense to me. You don't want it hanging right on the metal, but we'll give it a go. Okay, so here we go. We've got our stick in there, just a couple of holes, couple of screws. Got a little over 2 foot, almost 2.5 foot, not quite. Got a hole in the end down there. I'm just going to put a little loop of rope through that I can use a carabiner and connect my end fed matching unit to, and when I lift the pole, we'll just lift her up in the air. Perfect. Perfectamundo. I couldn't do that twice. Could not do that twice, I'll tell you. Coffee today. No such thing as too much coffee. Ain't going nowhere. That went way better than expected. Can't get a real good shot. The sun is right behind the pole there. But so one of the things that I found out is I had to cut my 2x6 off a little bit. This is it's only about 7 foot, so it's 68 inches. As opposed to, I think I had an 8-foot 2x6 on there. So with those tie down guy out points, I had to cut a little bit off. So I'm going to show you something in case you didn't know. People probably know this, but when you look at a, where's my saw? When you look at a handsaw, you see those two angles. This, the one that's straight up and down, is 90 degrees. The angled one down by my pinky is 45 degrees. So if you're in a spot like I just was, where I realized I didn't put my T-square back in my toolbox, you can get by. It's not perfect, but at least I had a way to mark square for cutting the top of that 2x6 off. So, but there you go. We've got her mounted. That's pretty much how it'll stay unless I'm using it. I'll just bring my 6-foot ladder out and attach to that loop at the top, and then run the poles up and then drag my wire out whichever direction I want to run, whether I want to run it out here or whether I want to run it out into the dingleweeds here somewhere. Probably not. I will probably come back down towards the shed there. The only thing I don't like is that I'm behind the cover and all these building blockages, but I could also run it kind of over here down the side of the driveway there, and be further away from of the building. Well, as far as I'm going to get here in this lot anyway. So there you go. We'll finish up here and give it a go a little later. We'll load an antenna on her. Alrighty, we're a little after 8 o'clock. I've had the antenna up for a while and I've been playing. It's working really good, but now that the sun's going down, I might be able to get a picture of that up there. There it is at full height. I don't know that you can see the wire on this, but basically what I did is, instead of run down along behind the shed over there, I went ahead and ran it out along the street here. I don't know if it's going to pick that wire up, but basically run it over to that base of that stump over there. So that's should be a 66-foot antenna, and we're running on 40 meter FT8 right now. I've tested 10 through 80. It'll run 80 with the tuner, but it ain't great. So, but yeah, good work today. Happy with what we've been able to get done. And yeah, trailer needs a wash, but yeah, she's in. Leans over a little bit with the wire on there, and like I say, when I get done, I'll take the antenna down and lower it all down so I don't have to worry about guying it out. But I'll have to keep an eye on it if the wind comes up while I'm operating, because even just that light wire really pulled it over pretty good. So more than I expected. But so we got that one done, and we got our 2 meter 440 antenna for local communications here in the Puget Sound. That went up nice, and seems to also be working really well. Far enough off the roof, it doesn't seem to be causing any trouble. So made a few contacts and looking real good. So that's how Fred does it, and we'll see you next time.